Today we have with us Shruti Patel, who is going to talk about the field of MBA. She is currently a senior associate in Boston Consulting Group in India. She is an engineer herself from NIT, after which she pursued her master's in business administration from IIM Calcutta. Let's start the interview by you telling us about the field of master's in business administration from your experience.
So how do I describe what happens in an MBA college? So to give you a story, let's say that you want to start a simple shoemaking industry. So how do you start? There's a value chain to it. You procure some raw materials. You have an engineering team who decides how to make it. You bring in the production. You have a sales and marketing team, which is basically going to market and sales it to the people. And there's a customer team. So this is a value chain. At the same time, there are support functions. Finance, accounting, all these are the support functions. So what MBA does is, if you have to tomorrow start a business on your own, it gives you all the knowledge to combine to understand each department separately and how to make all the departments work together in delivering whatever is the plan you have in your mind. So that is what I would say. The MBA gives you the knowledge to start the business, to assist other people in building the business. That is what MBA is. So I did my MBA from IIM Calcutta, and as the case stands in India, the number of streams which are there, either engineering or MBA, are limited. So I would be able to give you the limited knowledge which I have about the streams. To start with, one of them is the finance, where we are working for the big or for the state private banks, which is basically what does a bank do, right? You go to the bank, you put your money into the account. Those people invest the money in some other ways, and then they make a profit out of it, and then they return the money back to you. What is the margin which they earn? The money which you have deposited in the bank has an interest which they have to give it back to you. At the same time, the money which they invest on their own again earns an interest. So that interest has to be higher. So that is what the bank has to do. The money which it lends, it has to use the money in the market and get a higher interest from it. That's the finance part of it. I myself am into consulting. Now, what a consulting does is the simplest. So you go to a doctor, right? You tell him that I'm suffering from a cough, I'm suffering from sneezing, and then he sees all your symptoms. He has a hypothesis that the person may be having this disease. Then he asks, or he may not ask based on the severeness of the issue, to go and do some reports, and then he say that this is what you're suffering, and these are the medicines. So similarly, we consultants, the businesses call us and say that these are the problems which we're facing. We would like to have expertise on this, and we as consultants go to them, understand their businesses, use the internal resources which we have, and provide the expertise in solving the problems to the best of our knowledge. So that's consulting. The third is marketing. I think that's something every person would be knowing what is marketing. But yeah, all the big brands which you see, all this promises which are being made, let it be Ola, let it be Britannia, all this is how they've marketed their products into the world. So that is what marketing is. The next is supply chain. So what is supply chain? Everyone knows about Amazon. You people must be using big basket. You people must be seeing you would be ordering something one day today, and it would be delivered to your footstep the next day. So there has to be some really great mechanism on how it happens. The warehouses and all the grocery chains which are just sitting outside your door, they are like much farther away. So that is basically what supply chain is. And one more is around systems.